ratchet. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Douglas Shine.
This call is from a correction facility.
Yeah, Chris of Warrensville Heights Police tell me tonight that they believe that Douglas Shine Jr. is still in the area tonight. He is considered armed and very dangerous. If you see him, do not approach him. Call police. 20-year-old Douglas Shine Jr. of Cleveland, also known as Duke or Little Duke, is the man police say walked into the Chalk Lines barbershop last Thursday night and opened fire.
Hello.
Yeah. My fault, man. I had to go get my Ramadan meal.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. You gotta handle. Sometimes you gotta handle what you gotta handle. But
Yeah.
I think we kind of left off was where how it kind of blew your mind with the CO that you bumped into.
Yeah, it blew my mind though, because you feel me, like I wouldn't hit to none of that shit, you feel me, like, so after it was over and done with it shit, she wound up leaving out the cell, going to the bathroom, got herself together. I wound up blowing out the cell. The other CO called me to the desk, like, come here, dude. Like, I'm like, how you know my name? She like,
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I'm like, yeah. I'm telling this to her. She like, oh, yeah, I heard it. She like, you talk to her.
Hey, Duke. Hold on, we breaking up a little bit. The last thing I could hear was she was coming out the cell. You was coming out the cell, going back, and it sounded like the other chick knew your name.
Yeah, the other chick knew my name. She like Duke. Come to the desk. And when I go to the desk, she like, you cute. Why you mess with her? I'm like, how you know my name? She like, ain't you a felon? I'm like, yeah, I'm a felon. I'm like, what they gotta do with anything? She like, no, I just heard about you. So I'm like, oh, all right. So she like, why you talk to her? I'm like, cause she's solid. She kept it real and shit. She ain't faking. She like, oh, all right. So I seen her bust around. It's like a little rounds they do when they gotta do like every 15 minutes. They gotta make rounds to make sure people ain't dead and shit. So before they hitting the round, I go up the steps. I'm talking to my nigga. I see her blowing the cell. I blow in behind her. She dropping the pack off. So I'm like, okay, and it falls and shit. I wound up taking the shit from the Accra niggas. It was some Accra niggas and shit. They was paying us and shit, so I wound up taking the shit from the niggas and shit. So they like, man, nah, like, how you gonna take, you taking this shit, we already cut y'all in. I'm like, man, that shit over with, it's mine, like, it's over with, like, so I'm thinking we gotta take this bitch, they ain't gonna do nothing, they left it alone. So she tell them, like, I ain't fucking with y'all no more, so she tell me, like, you gotta stop fucking with her and I'll fuck with you. I'm like, all right, bet. So I wound up having 2 rollers. So we on the block, I wound up going back to the block and shit. I passed the phones out to the homies and shit. My nigga D-Boy from 105. Shout out St. Clair, you feel me? He from the 5 and shit. We in the cell and shit. A couple days later, we done beat a nigga up, we done stumped him out and shit. And the CO, I wound up getting away. They still put me in the invest and put me in the hole.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
So when I go to the hole, they put me on invest. So I go to the hole and shit. The nigga back there that we punched on, I'm like, you better go in there and tell him I ain't had shit to do with it. He like, man, I ain't gonna snitch, I'm gonna go in there and say you ain't had nothing to do with it. So when we go in there, he like, nah, he ain't do nothing to me, so they let me out. Instead of putting me on the same block. they wound up putting me on a whole other side of the compound. Like in Mansfield, it's two different sides. So as I get over there, I'm playing chess with my nigga. I wound up getting knocked with like a house of blood. So they put me back in the hole. One of the stories, she found out I was in the hole. She come back there and hollered at me and said, it was, I guess I was already on an investigation for fucking with two COs, but they couldn't prove it. So once that shit happened, you feel me, like I wound up doing like an LC. This when they had local control, that's what it's called. So I do like 90 days back there. I come back out, but they put me like on a step down block, which is Firehouse. So I was on Firehouse. So I'm about to get ready to go home. You feel me? We only got a couple months left.
Okay.
I wound up meeting another little chick that she worked in the cafeterias, but she was bringing the food back there. I wound up fucking with her. But all these chicks, they ain't mean shit to it, nigga. This shit was just fun, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, something to do while you was there.
Yeah,
So
I wound up getting her. Yeah, I'm listening.
no, finish. I ain't cutting you off.
I said I wound up getting her, and she sent me her number, like, call me, see, like, I want you coming back to the compound. I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be getting out. Like a week later, the unit manager, they come tell me, like, we laddering you to Lebanon, we riding you out. I'm like, I'm about to go home in a couple months anyway, like, shit, like, why y'all ride me out for? They're like, well, you get lateral to Lebanon prison. Lebanon is like by Cincinnati and shit. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So probably like another week, I wound up riding the leg. But I ain't get out and fuck with none of them though, because it wasn't even that, you feel me? It wasn't like that. It was just something to do. I was locked, but I learned the game from my older nigga Paul though. And my other nigga Art, he an older nigga too. He from Lorraine and shit, but they taught me the game on like knocking holes in the joint.
So I want to, like, cause this started off from the last part. I want to say that was when you was 16, and then that big stretch to when you was 18.
Yeah, I did. I gave me 4 years, so I wound up getting 4, turning 18, going to Mansfield, doing a couple years, met a little female, met different females, then I wound up getting rolled out of Mansfield, went to Lebanon, and I went home from Lebanon December 22nd, 2014.
Now, tell me, what was your mind state when you left that day? It was like right before Christmas, right before New Year's. What was on your mind?
Oh man, honestly, I had a little chick, you feel me, that held me down, which is my baby mama right now. She held me down through it all. You feel me? Through that whole from 16 all the way up to 20. You feel me? She held me down. She stayed by a nigga's side through it all. She wasn't even my baby mother yet though.
Oh wow.
She was just always loyal. She was a loyal person. You feel me? Like, I mean, it's just hard. I can't even describe. You feel me? It's unexplainable. Like the shit she did for a nigga. She stayed by me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I wound up going home to her. My brother and his best friend Bianca, they wound up coming to get me from Lebanon. So it was my brother, his best friend Bianca, and my baby mama. And they was in the car and shit. No, my baby mama chocolate, big body, she cold, you feel me? So I'm rock.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I'm walking behind her and shit. I'm like, damn, I just did 4 years. So we get in the back seat. She kissed me. She's like, damn, I'm happy you home. My brother like, shit, I'm about to take you shopping like you cool. So they wound up pulling up in the outlet. And I'm like, yeah, I tell my brother my size and shit. I'm like, go ahead in there. So I wound up kissing and we wound up fucking in the back seat.
Just after coming home.
Yeah, at the outlet. Yeah, at the outlet. So we wound up fucking at the outlet. And she done came all on the nigga. I done came at her. My brother and them coming back to the car. We done get dressed and put our shit on. My brother give me a little polo jacket. So we like, just put this shit on until we take you to the mall and shit. I done had cream though all on my thighs and all on my nuts and everything and shit. So I I'm smelling like pussy. He like, man, like, so I'm like, man, you know how this shit go. He like, man, alright. So after that, I get dressed, and we drive back to the city and shit, and I wound up going to the projects, going to my auntie house and talking to my auntie and seeing the family and shit.
Now, where did you get situated after that? Did you get situated back in the projects, or were you back up the way, or you was doing a little bit of both?
No, I was doing both. You know, like I got family. My family's from the projects and up the way. You feel me? So, you know, I'm sliding through Longwood, I'm sliding through the hood, and I'm going up the way, slide through the hood up there. You feel me? I'm everywhere. Like, 'cause I'm older now, so. You know, I ain't that old. I'm still young, but I'm both. I'm driving. I'm back and forth. Project up the way. Project up the way. I'm all over the city.
Now, what was your next encounter that you had? Were you able to stay out of trouble or stay out of the radar, or was niggas trying you? What was it like being on the streets at that time?
I ain't gonna lie, I dived head first right into the. I dived head first right into the streets, man. Like, you feel me? Because nigga, I went to, like, when I went to do that time as a kid, instead of getting rehabilitated in prison, it was different. You feel me? So I like way, you know, it's wrong. I like way have fun. So I basically went back to my old ways. You feel me? Because if you get pussy in the joint, and you got cell phones in the joint, and you snapping niggas and fighting and you kicking it and drinking and smoking with some homies and shit. 'Cause I never drunk or smoked none of that shit. I ain't into none of that shit. But all that shit going on is like the streets hustling, getting money, and so nigga really didn't learn nothing. You feel me?
It wasn't.
Back to the streets head first.
It wasn't not like there wasn't no consequence. It wasn't nothing that it ain't scare you none. How it was supposed to scare you, or like how we talked about yesterday when you said they don't have it to where it rehabilitates you. It just make you worse.
Originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
They don't have it to where it rehabilitates you. It just make you worse. Just like now, you said you didn't drink or smoke when you was on the streets, but you went in there and you was fucking with all that shit.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Amazing.
Because I guess it's part of the routine. So now, so you was 20. That's kind of leading up to everything, to the case that you on now. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, is that something that you kind of want to talk about, or you want to get into detail on?
I mean, we can talk about it. You know, I ain't ducking nothing to hide, man. You feel me? Like, yeah, we can talk about it.
So, based on like my research and based on what the news said, it was pretty much saying that you had an ongoing feud with one of the barbers at the barbershop. Was that right or was that wrong?
That was false. That's a lie. I ain't never been to that barbershop in my life, so that's false.
So we got that out the way.
Yeah.
What you think, kind of, besides your history, because it seemed like you just got a history in the city. Besides your history, what makes you think, like, how you get in the situation that you're in now, just from your words? Because everybody heard from the news.
Honestly, it started like, you feel me? A nigga, like I said, when I came home, I dived head first back in the streets. I ain't gonna lie and I ain't gonna fake.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm a G, you feel me? And I come from that mud, you know? I come from that cloth, so I ain't gonna fake like all I'm saying, like I was just all. No, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing, you feel me? That'd be a total lie, you feel me? I was in the streets, and you feel me? I was getting money, selling bud, selling heroin, shooting dice, thugging, sleeping with different women. I was living the life, you feel me?
Yeah.
And you got niggas be faking and hating, and it just led us to bullshit. But it's a little nigga named Will that's on the case that was he deceased now. He dead. You feel me? Solid young nigga, man. And the whole city felt that we was at war with each other. Walker Benford. They thought we was at war with each other. Or, you feel me? But that wasn't the case. And it just happened like my nigga named Johnny said he from Dove, RIP, he dead, he deceased. But we was on the party bus kicking it.
Now,
Thank
what's
you for
that?
using GTL
Mike.
and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Allah.
Yo, what up, dude? Now,
Yeah, what's up?
it's all good. It's all good. Now, before we get into what you was about to talk about, you mentioned that it was a gentleman that the whole city was trying to say that, or was trying to kind of pit in a war against you. But you was getting into something on the party bus. Explain what the party bus is to people that don't got one in their city, or what it is.
The party bus is like, it's a big ass like bus, and it got like stripper poles in it, and it got like bars in it. It's like a big ass club on wheels. You feel me? We call them party buses.
Okay.
And it was my nigga. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Now, are those common? Are those popular? Those been around since y'all been young? Or that's something
Not
new?
for real. Yeah, so it was something new at the time, around 14 years.
Okay. All right. Now you can get into the story.
I mean, so as I flash back, remember I told you about my dead brother Mario. The little nigga Walter Benford, that's deceased.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
It was my brother, little nigga. I never knew this until a few days later. Like I got acquainted with him in the hood when I came home. I got him up, so they like, oh, he claimed the hood now. But I guess he was really from like the Heights somewhere. Then he went on St. Clair. Then he came on Lennycrag. He came to the hood.
Okay.
So, you know, he was a solid young nigga though. You feel me? So I dapped him up. He's like, yeah, your people and shit. And that was just that. Now I braced him because everybody else embraced him. You know, he's from the ghetto. So we on the party bus. At the time, they had some shit called Molly. Like everybody out there popping Molly and shit. You feel me? Like I said, I didn't really do no drugs. I didn't smoke none of that shit. But yeah, you know, I started smoking a little weed and shit here and there. I came home and shit. They introduced me to the drug Molly. So everybody like, man, we popping Molly, we rolling. I'm like, what the fuck is Molly? So one of my older niggas like, boy, it's basically like ice. Meth mixed with some other shit. I'm like, man, I ain't doing that shit. That's some crackhead shit. So we on the bus. Now all my homies off this shit. So Shane, one of my homies, he said, you feel me? He from Lennycrag too. He the homie, he said, he on the bus. It's hella bus on the bus though. Now, Lil What off his money. We go to the club, we have a good time. Now we get back on the bus, we driving around. Everybody got guns, you feel me? We all toting sticks, you feel me? Lil What keep up in his gun though. So I'm laughing, it's like this nigga bugged out. So the girls, the females, like we getting scared though. So I'm like, man, what? Chill out, boy. Like, you keep up in that gun, like the female, you keep staring at the female. So I wound up grabbing the gun from me and tucking the gun. So I didn't really want to hold the gun because I had my own gun on me. So I gave the gun to the homie. Like, the hold this, bro, like where he lit. You feel me? And he keep up with his gun, and we don't want him to make no mistakes.
Yeah.
So, come to find out, he didn't give the gun back to Walk. So when he gave the gun back to Walk up the gun again. So I take the gun from him and I put it on my other side of my hip. We all kicking it and having fun. We pull up back in the ghetto. I hop in the car with one of my niggas. And Walk hop in the car with our other niggas. So I wound up going to the hood. I go on Lennycrag. I wound up going inside the house. My older nigga in there playing a game and shit. You know, we ain't gonna say no names, but my older nigga in there playing the game. I take the hammer and sit it on the refrigerator on the top though, like how the shelf is on Lily Crate. I push it in the back like so it'll be up against the wall. So I wound up leaving. I'm like, bro, lock the bottom. He like put the bottom lock on. I leave. I wound up going to get dropped off to the spot. Now I'm in the bed with my baby mama. My phone's going off. I go all the way to sleep. I wake up the next morning. Dumb missed calls, text messages, fly shit. So the little nigga text me like, nigga, where my hand at? Where my gun at? And all this shit. I'm like, nigga, looking like, who the fuck? So I'm like, oh, this must be Walt. So I called another back. So he like, this ass nigga with my gun at 76 first. What's the hell ass nigga? What's your mouth? Nigga, I'm about to pull up over there. I'm like, this gun on top of the refrigerator. He called me down. That nigga, the gun ain't on.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Like the gun on top of the refrigerator, nigga. Don't pay me or it's on the floor. I'm like, what? So I pull up. You know, I'm coming. So they gonna get lucky. So I feel he's like, coming. I'm like, nigga, it's coming right here. So I go to the spot where I put down. So now I'm thinking like he's trying to play. What you want for the gun, man? What you want for the gun? He like, nigga, I want 500 for my gun. I'm like, you know what? Give him. I give you money for the gun. One of my old niggas come in the door with a hammer. Brand new. Matter of fact, Walt, when Walt was dead, they found the gun on his hip. He got the gun for me. That hammer he got for me. I'm the one bought that gun for him. Because his hammer got taken. So, my nigga, one of my older niggas come in with a hammer. Like, shit, let me, y'all want to buy the gun? Let me buy that. It was a 4 mix, or 4.5. So I'm like, so what you want for it? She like, shit, just give me 600 for it. It was brand new, 2 clips to it. I give it the raw, and I give him the money. So, I'm like, it's over, like, he's like, yeah, it's over with. So after the fact, if she was over with, my nigga called me. I called my nigga like, bro, who was you ready to last night? Where was you like, why did you say that? I'm like, why did you say that hammer that was on top of the freezer? I mean, on top of the refrigerator. He like, oh, I'm about to bring that back. He like, I got it, I'm hitting my note. I'm about to pull that. So I'm like, oh, shit, give me all that shit back. Bro, gotta bring that hammer. Yeah. So he like, why that bitch ass nigga? But it's our older nigga though, you feel me? Yeah, niggas really looking at this nigga like, oh, you ain't even from around here. Niggas looking at Raw like, bro, you ain't even really from around here, real, you fucking crazy. So my older nigga like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, but that's Raw, like that shit ain't done. I'm like, just bring the hammer. He like, oh, this ain't your hammer? I'm like, nah, that was Raw. She was lit. I just took it from me, and I'm gonna get a bitch back. So he like, man, fuck that little nigga. He ain't even from the hood for real. When he talking crazy, hell, we can do whatever. So, you know how we grew up, we ain't gonna let a nigga disrespect him, so I'm like, man, go ahead, just keep that shit up and leave the shit alone. So Walt like, all right. So I wanna let him keep the gun and the money, just leave the shit alone. Now, probably like 3-4 days later, we had a shooting dice. We gotta go downtown, we had a club called the Bank. So we in there selling, we shooting dice. I wanted to hit the dice game. Now I'm about to go get my hair cut. And shit. So I'm parked on Lenny Craig, but we got the barber shop right there on 116. So I just walk down and walk them. I see a GMC truck pull up. So when the truck pull up and shit, I hop. I'm like, who was that? He like, come here. It was my older nigga. I'm like, man, why you ain't get that gun back to bed? He like, fuck that little nigga. 7-7. I'm like, shit, hey, that's on y'all. I'm like, I already paid you for the shit, though. Fuck this shit. Yeah. So we sliding. Next thing you know, we had the light on 116. I'm getting ready to get the cut. A car pull up on the side of it, they chopped the whole car. I get skinned in my head by the bullet and shit, so I get skinned. I'm like, wait, nah, I don't shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I had a hammer on me. I couldn't even get my hammer out because look, he called us lucky, you feel me? Yeah. So I'm like, damn. We don't know who it was, but look, I see the car. So when I see the car, I knew exactly who it was. So I'm like, damn, all right, that's how they play. So a couple niggas called me, like, come to the hood. Little brother got busy. So I'm like, shit, nah, like, that shit ain't about nothing. Like, woo. I'm like, man, tell that niggas on the floor. Nigga, I got hit in the head. the bullets hit me. I was in the car.
Yeah.
So he like, bro, I swear to God, I didn't know you was in the car. I didn't know you was in the car. Like, you know, woo-woo. So the nigga wound up paying me. Like, man, dude, you know, you bro, I didn't know you was in the car. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. So, amidst of that, that's what got the whole city thinking, oh, it's on the floor with Duke and Rail. Like, it's on the floor with Duke and Rail.
Oh.
That ain't even the case. Like, we weren't even duking with each other. You feel me? So, but from all that shit looking like that, it basically looked like I took a hammer from him and was beating him, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
It was a lot of more people involved in this shit, though. But, you know, our culture, we keep it solid. We ain't got to be saying all different type of names, but they was just thinking what they wanted to think. So that's what believed them to get the beating. They try to say, oh, loyal always versus the hardest son. Nah, nigga, we all fellas. We all solid. We all from the same block. Like, it wasn't that, but...
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
But that's what made him think he was beating though.
So that kind of explains a lot about what, I guess, yeah, just like you said, what the news pretty much spoke on along this subject. So now you just living your life. Let me know when is the next time you have an encounter with the police involving that situation?
Nah, it was another situation after that. You feel me? Like, my nigga Ting, he's a military crazy. You know, we kick it every day. We in the clubs together. This girl, I knew him since I've been a little nigga. He my cousin's best friend. They like brothers. So we together and shit. One day, we didn't get some bullshit in the club fighting and shit. I done put a nigga out in the club. We leave. Niggas get the busted at us. Boom, 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 boom. We get up out of there. Now, 2-3 days later, Shane gets shot in front of his grandmother's house. So, one of my older niggas, they get into it with each other. I'm there though, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I am there. I was there, you feel me? But I didn't see him though.
Now just hold on right where you at, dude. Just to set the record straight, we talking about Ching Robinson, who the newspapers allege like somebody else you was beefing with. All right, you go back into the story. You go back into.
So after that, they felt they got to argue over some bullshit. My nigga's still free, you feel me? So, you know, niggas ain't saying no names, though, but, you know, King, everybody, and I want to say this record straight about King, though. Everybody keep trying to say King on some police shit, King told, King this. I'm saying this out my mouth. King ain't now, I guess he wound up catching the case, and they tried to offer him a deal to where he was supposed to come get on the stand and testify against me. I guess he supposed to have took the deal, you feel me? But we really, when everybody found out he took the deal, you feel me? So, but it was some weird shit like that. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, he got bust, you feel me? And kind of find out, my cousin, Z was in the county, you feel me? This is all public record. My cousin Z was in the county and shit. And he called me like, nigga, why would you do that to Shane? I'm like, nigga, I said, nigga, I ain't do shit to Shane. I said, nigga, Shane had a hammer on him. He said, so shit, who was you with? I'm like, man, you know we don't do that, nigga. You know we don't do that. So I banged. Now, they didn't take that call and say, oh, he admitted to shooting Shane when that wasn't in the case. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, Shane tried to do some bullshit for other homies. He tried to get over. You feel me? But shit, that's what it is. And they try to say that Jesus called me with the detectives listening on to the case. So I'm like, what the fuck? It was on the front of the news of the paper. Like, Jesus Day called Douglas Shine with the police listening to the call. I know you probably read that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So
that's how that went.
So, all right.
1 minute remaining.
All right, now, they're saying we got 1 minute. I want you to think about this because I kind of thought it was different. I thought that they were saying that the call was like monitored because he was arrested. So what the newspaper was saying was it was an operation where he had the police on the phone, like a three-way situation.
No, this is what I'm saying. They trying to say he called me I guess the police was investigating him. I can't say that
Oh, okay.
he did a deal with the police.
Yeah.
I guess he was already, see, we're the two hottest niggas in our city, man. That's what they say about us. You get me? So they probably already investigating him for some shit. And
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I got this shit though where the detective came and talked to him and shit. And he like, shit, they like, man, you gotta ask some questions about me and a nigga Big Baby.
Thank you for your prepaid debit call from
Douglas Shine.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
I do. Ben, it kind of cut off, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So you get a call from Jesus. Let's kind of go from that call. He called you and asked you. First off, what's Jesus' relationship to Chang? They brothers? Are they just close, or you're not even?
You know, they just real tight friends. You know, he been around since everybody get kids, but you know they call each other brothers, but they real tight friends.
Okay, all right. So that's why he placed the call to you. So you was kind of taken aback by that call, but you was there at the scene, so you semi understand why he called you. But go.
I was like really mad due to the fact, like, nigga, I'm your little cousin, you feel me? And you questioning me, but I also know how he feel about saying, you feel me? They like brothers, you feel me? So I also get where he was coming from. But, you know, me being a gangster and him being a gangster, he saying some fly shit, I'm saying some fly shit, and, you know, when we come from, we call that locking it in. So, I mean, and that's how that shit just got heated up between me and him, but...
So you had that conversation. It seemed like the police was around, and I guess like you said, when I searched it on the internet, y'all names popped up. Y'all names are almost like synonymous with like Cleveland now. So I guess I could see how the police could intercept a call from him, because who knows really. But
I don't really think they intercepted the call. This was said in the report. It said that my auntie Robbie, which is his mother, told the detective.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
It was my auntie told the detectives, like, man, go tell Jesus that his brother King just got shot. Woo, woo, woo. So when they went to go holler at him, Jesus didn't write a statement. You feel me? When they came to see him, they video recorded, and I seen the video myself. You feel me? And my lawyer got the video, I got the video, but you know they can print word for word out what they saying in the video, like basically like the detective talking, they just say the detective name. Oh, what's her name? Then they say Jesus name, they say his name. So basically the detective his name, detective his name when they talking. So the detective goes see Detective Johnson, the gang detective, and he like, what's her relation to who? He like, Douglas Shine, like, that's my little cousin or something. So he like, okay. He like, what Big Baby and King got going on? And you feel me? Like, cousin or not? You feel me? We was taught to shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck is who like that. If they don't talk without a lawyer, let the lawyer talk to you. That's how we was raised.
Yeah.
You don't talk to no detectives, you don't talk to no prosecutors, you don't talk to nobody, and he know that, you feel me?
Yeah.
But he made a statement and said, oh, that's my cousin. He wasn't supposed to say that. You feel me? And he was like, I guess he made a statement saying that Big Baby and King was beefing because Big Baby King supposed to rob King supposed to rob Baby or something like that. I don't know nothing about none of that though. Yeah. But that's what he said out his mouth on the video. So I'm like, he's like, so where did you come in for this? Because I guess they try to say Jesus was muscle for him, for baby, and all this shit. And they try to say I was muscle for baby, so you feel me? They try to say that's how we got acquainted. They never even knew we was related to each other.
Wow. Yeah, because the
So they
news
make up
never
their
mentioned
own
that.
stories. Yeah, they make up their own. They make up their own stories, man. Whatever they use the media to convict us, man. Like so. That's why they try to make it some hard selling us, some know you all ways shit. We all gang, you feel me? But we ain't no beefing, man. It just shit happen in the hood, and the white people take it and make it what they want to make it and make it seem like we animals do. But anyway, he should have been talking, period, to that detective. And they was like, he said something like, when you get on the stand and testify to this and all this, he like, hell no. He like, but you go back and listen to my calls. And I heard that myself. But I had a conversation with my cousin. He said this and this, he like, cuz I ain't say that, they lying. So he telling me that they lying. So I'm like, man, you my family and shit. I'm like, that hurt, but at the end of the day, I'm just telling you what I seen, cuz he like, cuz they lying. But you know, when we come from that shit ain't righteous. But he my cousin, I love you, and I forgive you for it, but he don't know stand and point to do none of that though, you feel me? But at the end of the day, you still should have talked to that detective point blank.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I'm solid though, I kept it solid through it all, like, and they was really mad at that, so they just did me how they wanted to do me, you feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. And then another thing, it sounds like too that they was probably investigating Big Baby. So anything that they it's just talking to you almost it changed my whole perspective on what I even thought the case was, to be honest. Because because finding out that y'all family is just it almost sounds like they just wanted to take the biggest drug dealer and the hardest niggas off the street for real, for real. And how could we do this at one time?
And it was so crazy about the situation, like this would make it so fucked up. You know, I got niggas from, you feel me, all around Cleveland, you feel me, that kick Jesus back in. I never seen that man get on no stand and point no finger at nobody, you feel me. I never seen him. He been a V his whole life, you feel me. And I never seen him do that, but I had niggas tell me like, shit, the Harvard Wine and Grill, you know, my little nigga Muncie, is shit, free Muncie, he got a lot of time too. About that Harvard Wine and Grill shit, the bar shit.
Yeah.
They try to say Jesus' fingerprint was on the clip. My niggas tell me this, like,
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
they try to say the feds took the case up. I'm like, what you mean the feds took the case up? That boy, the feds took the case up, they tried to get him to take 5. He ain't take the 5. He went to trial and lost and got 10. And I think that's record. You could see that.
Yeah.
Because a little bit, a couple weeks later, he on the street. So how the fuck, everybody, how the fuck is he out of jail? So I'm like, shit, I don't know. I'm like, then he beat the suit. It's like, no, dude, the feds picked the case up. Monty got like double life or triple life or something. The feds picked his gun case up. He went to trial, lost, got 10, he on the streets. So I'm like, damn, I don't know how that happened. You feel me? Like, I'm a solid soul, so I can't just say a nigga snitch. I gotta see paperwork, man. Like, I gotta see paperwork, man. You feel me? Like, I can't just throw that on a nigga name. You feel me? Especially not family. I would never do that, you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's all weird. Shit ain't adding up. I just keep my distance. You know, it's love between me and him, but, you know, niggas keep their distance, you see, you feel me?
Yeah, and from my understanding, because I did an episode on that, and kind of that's what I got. Just from the back of my head, and I can't say how 100% sure accurate I am because I ain't like review it in a minute. I just remember from when I did it. Yeah, I think he got convicted of 7 years if we talking about Jesus, and they said his fingerprints was on the gun. He didn't get him. They were saying he have no involvement with the shooting, but his fingerprints was on the gun. And the feds picked up the case, and that's how he got the 7 years. But you saying this other? See, I didn't. being that I only covered him, I don't know nothing else
That's my
surrounding that
yeah,
shooting.
That's what was told to me. That's what was told to me. They said his fingerprints was on a clip. You feel me? And the feds picked it up, and he got 7 or 10 years when he on the streets. How is that possible?
Oh, so he's not in jail.
Hell no, he ain't in jail. He was just out. He
What?
just got caught with another hammer. That's what they say. You feel me? But he back locked up. You look him up. He in there on the gun case right now. Nah, he don't not be in jail. He's on the streets.
So
So that's why everybody's like, nigga, your cousin this, your cousin that.
that's wild. That's crazy because I thought he was in jail from the Harvard Wine and Grill shooting.
Hell nah. That's what I thought too. Until I talked to him on the phone. Until I talked to the nigga and I'm like, how the fuck? Man, you feel me? I ain't even ask no questions because, you feel me, like, because it don't concern me because I'm fighting for my life. So I ain't concerned with, you feel me, what he got going on.
You got your
Like
own.
I said, I ain't gonna say a nigga snitch unless I see paperwork. But everybody like, how the fuck your cousin get 7 or 10 years and you on the street?
From the-
No, these got good. They're like, dude, your cousins had a party at the strip club. I'm like, what? I wanted to get his number quality, and he on the streets. And I was just like, wow, I'm like, shit, hey.
That's crazy, yeah, because you just can't come home from from just any kind of Fed case 1 year and shit like that, especially 7.
Hell no. Hell, that's what I'm saying. That's what shocked me.
Wow. So I want to kind of I want to rewind back to something that you kind of mentioned not too long ago. So you said you remember you hearing this call, and I know you got the video from your lawyer from when he talked to him. When do you remember seeing, like, being on the newspaper? I remember you said it was front page on the newspaper. When did that happen? Was that
It just made a statement like on the front of the paper. It was like when I was in custody, I was in the county, and it was like
on this case?
Called Douglas. Yeah, on this case, it said Jesus Day called Douglas Shine.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I'm just telling you what it said on the paper, but I'm sure it was probably just on a reported call. But, you know, they push it out there so crazy, you feel me, trying to make it seem like, you feel me, they do what they want to do. But he was wrong for even talking to that detective after the fact. But on a recorded call, I guess, you know, the calls are recorded and monitored in the county. So
Anyway.
they try to say, like, he basically called with the police on the phone. But the call was recorded and monitored.
And if you ever been to the joint, you know that. So that's definitely a no-no. Yeah, that's definitely a no-no. So I can understand that.
My big cousin got in his ass for that shit though. Like, nigga, both of us, like, y'all know y'all supposed to be talking on that phone like that, and you know you shouldn't call him like that, you know. So my big cousin, his big brother, got on his ass for that shit though, because at the end of the day he was wrong, you see.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, that shit was seen, you know, he family and shit, and that shit shouldn't happen like that. But at the end of the day, he was wrong for what he did too. You feel me? But I'm not no nigga that's about to get on no stand and be like, no, it wasn't me, it was him. I ain't doing that. I know I ain't doing it. That's all I can say. I'm not pointing no finger at no nigga. I'm not saying, oh, it wasn't me, ask that. Nah, I ain't do it. Well, who was with you? I don't know. Because if you gonna tell who was with you, you tell it. So I'm like, nah, I don't know nothing, I ain't do it. You feel me? And that's what I stuck to, you feel me? He didn't even get on the stand and say I did that shit. You feel me? They just, you know, that's the kind of game they play.
So it's crazy. So when do you remember waking up kind of fighting? When did this case that you on now come into your life at all? Was it from that situation with Ching? What do you remember? You remember waking up one day and you just a part of the case, or was it that shooting with Walt?
Nah, it wasn't even that. I was in traffic. And shit, I'm at the light. And a little female friend texted me like, call me. I'm like, shit, alright. I'm with my nigga though, but I'm like, shit, we gotta go to the nail salon and shit. So I'm going to meet some females.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm watching my little shorty get her nails done. My nigga watching his little shit getting her nails done. And my baby mama probably gonna be mad at me because I was cheating at the time. But I'm watching her shorty get her nails done and shit. And something pop up on my phone. Some shit called Bolo List. I'm like, what the fuck is Bolo List? They like, man, that's when you want it from like for a case and shit. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. So my nigga like, I see my picture. It say wanted for felonious assault. I'm like, felonious assault. So I'm like, oh, really? I look at this shit and said on scene, on wireless. I'm like, the fuck? So I called a lawyer. They tell me like, oh yeah, they got a call from Jesus Bay, a recorded call from Jesus Bay, and they said they heard you on the phone talking to him, yelling at him yelling at you. And that's how they charged me. Then, once that popped up, they try to say, oh, that's the nigga that was beefing with Rob. He was beefing with Rob. So they try to say,
Thank you for using GTL.
Douglas Sean.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Hello?
Hey, what up, dude?
Yeah, what's up, gang?
It's all good. It's all good. So we gonna kind of go back from right where you was. You saying you got a call. You was in a car. You got a call, and somebody and a female that you was like had some dealings with told you sent you a bolo list.
No, she was texting me. You feel me? So I was on my way to go to the nail salon to meet these females, me and my nigga.
Uh-huh.
And she texted me. I'm like, I'm gonna get with you when I get to the nail salon. So when I get to the nail salon, I see the text with a little attachment to it. So when I get the attachment, it's a bolo list. So I look to my nigga, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is a bolo list? Bolo list. He like, that's what shit when you wanted for something. I'm like, oh, like a wanted list? He like, yeah. So I look, it said felonious assault. So I called a lawyer. I'm like, man, they want me for felonious assault. See what this is. So, and then let me rewind back a little bit. After the barbershop shit happened, I think that happened February 5th. I go see my PO February 6th, the next day. I wasn't wanted for more than nothing. So I leave. She told me to come see her March 6th. So a few days later, now I'm back at the nail salon. I see this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So when they like, man, you wanted for felonious assault on the Stephon Robinson, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, hell no. Like, woo. So then...
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Like, you also wanted for questioning for triple murder. I said, triple murder? I said, man, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. They're like, no, we serious. Like, he like, well, just sit back and chill until we figure more things out, then we gonna come get you and turn yourself in. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy. And that's how I found out everything right then and there.
So, the Ching shooting, what was the time frame distance between the barbershop shooting and the shooting of Ching that they also trying to accuse you of?
I think they said that shit happened on, I'm not really sure, I think they said it was on the 20th of January. Then I think the barbershop shit happened on February 5th.
Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about, because we're gonna do another call. I mean, we're gonna do another series of calls, maybe like tomorrow, whenever I can get you back on the phone for an hour, where we can talk about what it was like, kind of going through just fighting the case from the beginning. But what's your mind frame now after you get that call, letting you know that they looking for you? And how long, but before you answer that, how long has it been since was the last time you was locked up? It sounds like you've been on the street for a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't been on the streets that long, a couple months maybe. You feel me? Like I said, shit was just moving so fast. doing to me serving. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I was serving. I was trapping, getting money, and the shit was just happening so fast. Money was coming so fast, and I was up so much, and shit was just wicked. Like, when all that shit get to happen, I'm like, what the fuck?
Now,
And, you know, that's how that shit went.
so it sound like to be like it. That had to been your highest point in life, as far as where you was at in the drug game, as far as where you was at in the streets. So, would you think? Would you consider it like a more money, more problems kind of situation? Like the more money you got, the more wicked this shit started getting.
It was definitely that, because not only just that, my girl, we sitting in the car together in the condo parking lot talking to each other, and I was mad at her about something, and I'm like, damn, like, and I'm telling her, like, they want me for this and shit, and I ain't do it. She like, I know you ain't do it. I was with you that day, and she like, I know you ain't do that. I'm like, man, that ain't what these people think. She like, well, don't worry about it, you know, get some lawyers and everything will be all right. So, come to find out, I wanted to get the lawyers. We just took. She passed me a little pregnancy test, and I look at it, and I'm like, any pregnant? She's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck? So in the midst of all this shit going on, she tell me like I'm pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, damn, man, like, she like, I just can't believe all this shit going on. Then she had everybody in her ear.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Then she had everybody in her ear like, girl, get an abortion. He about to go to jail forever, and he ain't gonna be here with you, and you only love him because of his name, and he ain't gonna be able to do shit for you no more because he going to jail, and you know all the shit they saying about him. And so she was stuck between the rock and the hard place too. But you know, she wanted to keep my daughter. But there was just a lot of pressure on the nigga, because I was just finding out so many different things. That I had a baby on the way. I was wanted for felonious assault, and which they up to attempted murder. Then I was wanted for questioning for triple homicide, and then it shit was just crazy, you feel me?
And then, not to mention that, it's like you still got to worry about making money, and then that's not even to mention, like, because you still have like problems and beef with other niggas that you have in the streets that we probably not even talking about. So you got all of that shit that you kind of.
Man, listen, when I tell you it was up there, it was stuck there, really. Like, it was up there. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, now that I'm wanted for this, I'm just gonna everything gonna die down. I'm still riding through Stendo, you feel me, chop on me, like, it's up there, like, a nigga catch me, they gonna bless me, like, and I couldn't, you know, I'm gonna thug it till they put me under, you feel me, like, I couldn't just go out like that, you feel me, so I've been raised like that, and I just couldn't give up. I had to keep fighting this shit, man. Every time I'm in traffic, you feel me, how we coming. If they catch you, they're gonna bless you. If I catch you, I'm gonna bless you. So you gotta keep that bitch on you, or they gonna knock your shit loose, man. So I was just dealing with so much shit, like, damn, baby on the way, wanted for this, I'm beef with the other side, beef with all this bullshit, family looking at me sideways because of seeing like family, they don't know what's going on with that, and it was just hard, bro, but with all, you hear me?
Yeah, that's the average nigga would have just folded anyway, for real. So it's just, it's a lot. That's a lot to have to deal with. Now,
Yeah, definitely to see niggas, like, if I done seen niggas go through less and tell and spill their soul, man, they done came to me with so many different type of deals, like, oh, we know Big Baby has you do this, and Big Baby said that. I'm like, man, I don't even know that, man. Y'all keep saying Big Baby this, Big Baby that. I'm like, I don't know nothing about none of that. I didn't do that, man. Like, you know, like I said, and I don't give a fuck, like, I don't give a fuck who don't like me, man. You feel me? This one thing I just don't respect, though. At the end of the day, we all in the streets. We thug how we thug. Well, how the fuck you gonna get mad at me I ain't do this shit, you feel me? I'm telling you on record, I ain't do this shit. But let's just say one of the niggas would have killed me or put me in the casket and have my mama crying. You feel me? When they look at it like, oh, you mad at your family for doing that to me? They can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's what I hate about a lot of niggas, man, because
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
and that's what I hate about niggas, because if you gonna thug, just thug. How the fuck you gonna have 1 foot in doing gangster shit and 1 foot out? And as soon as some pressure get on, you niggas fold. Y'all sing it, you feel me?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's when a nigga not built like you, it's hard to kind of even understand them. And just based on just talking to you and for real, it seemed like you're not going down that road, and you just won't.
Man, I do 100 lives, man, before I get a nigga a day in jail, man. Before I sell my soul, man, I stand tall through this bitch, man. I never fuck around, never be gay. I never tell on a nigga, man. I stand tall, pray to Allah that I make it out this shit, you know. And if I make it, I'ma make it, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I never put a nigga in this position, man. This is devil's pit, man. Like, I just can't feel my soul like that. I wasn't raised like that. And you know what's so crazy? Them niggas out there respecting the snitches, though. Them niggas really telling on niggas curves and niggas snitching, they brick boys and shit like that. Like, I don't respect that shit, man.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, if you told you can't have nothing, you can't live, you can't breathe, man. That's how I was raised, man.
And they just it's this new shit. They trying to change the rules, but that's you know shit. That's the stone etch rules of the game. So, and I was looking at a news clip, and just to kind of put it in perspective, I was looking at a news clip earlier today from the shooting at the barbershop, and how they was saying that they was looking for you. You was armed and dangerous. If people see you, don't approach you, just call the police. So how many days you remember being free? Because I'm almost sure it's like that probably was one of the biggest manhunts in Cleveland history, with them trying to find you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they had ATS, feds, highway patrol. They had everybody looking for me. But then at the end of the day, I still got street niggas looking for me. You feel me? I'm out there. I'm beefing with. I'm at war with the police and street niggas. You feel me? And it's just me. You feel me? But you know how that shit go. But this what fucked me up with the whole situation. That shit happened February 5th. The news out there that same night asking what happened, who got shot, what happened, oh my God, what happened, woo. Everybody that talked on that news stated out their mouth. We didn't see the person who did it. They came in here with all black and got the shooting. They had on masks. We didn't see them. Soon as they get to hearing what the shit about me and War from the beginning, from the party bus, they thinking we beefing. They automatically like, oh, he shot that dude, and he wasn't really shooting at me, you feel me? So they thinking like, oh, he retaliated and shot at him. Like, that shit ain't how it go. And that shit is false, man. Like, then they keep, like, in the hood, man, I'm sure you from the hood. That's like, if I get a gun, you my nigga, Mike my nigga, I give you, like, let me say that gun, I give you the gun, like, huh? We pass guns around all the time. You feel me? We do that. That's something we do. But in a white man, they don't know how it is with poverty, man. They don't know where we come from, so then they so fucked up. It's like we street niggas and we smart for the shit we do in the streets. They smart by being lawyers and prosecutors and the shit they do. They use us against each other. They build hatred amongst us, doing like, oh, he killed your family, he did this, and that'll have your mother hating me. And see, we do shit. You know, I feel sorry for the niggas that lost their lives. I don't give a fuck about no that. If a nigga, he told you dead, fuck you. I don't care. But motherfuckers that lost their lives and that was innocent in situations, you know, I feel sorry for them. It was fuck saw no nigga that was in the streets that's doing gangster shit, then you get your shit knocked loose. Now your mama crying about you was a good person and you was this, you was that. Because if I'd have got my shit knocked loose, you know what my mama would have said? My baby was living the lifestyle that he lived, and I'm sorry for whether you offended or whoever he did something to. That's my son, and I love you. Yeah. Don't get out there thinking, oh, he was a good baby, he was a good man, he was a good father, and he worked it, and he had 2 jobs and all that shit. Like, nah, nigga, don't fake it. Don't do that. Like, keep it gangster, keep it G. Your son was a thug. I'm a G. I know I'm a G. I ain't fake.
You have 1 minute remaining.
That's just me. You hear me? That's me. But at the end of the day, I ain't do that shit. Period. They feel like, oh, you know who did. I'm not telling nobody, man. That ain't how I'm coming. You feel me? Like I'm not doing none of that.
That's not your
I ain't
job.
doing none of that. All I can do is that's not my job, right? All I can do is prove my innocence. Other than that, I ain't got shit to say. They can suck my dick. They better investigate those shit themselves. I'll sit in this bitch and stand tall. But at the end of the day, every real G, every real thug, every nigga that come from that mud, they gon' praise my name and they gon' lift me up high because I stayed solid through it all, and I still ain't gonna fall, and I still ain't gonna tell on nobody, and I still ain't never.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
The judge asked me what I had to say. I said, shit, I'll be back. That's the only thing I said. You hear me? Really.
And
Thank you for using TTL.